Om Shanti. This is the Sakar Murli of Monday, the 29th of July, 2019. The essence is: Sweet children, it is now the time to have the stage of deep silence. Shunavasta, that is the stage of being bodiless. Asharir, practice staying in this stage. Question is, what is the highest destination of all? सबसे ऊंची manzil, and how do you attain it? The answer is, to become completely civilized is the highest destination. Only when there is the slightest mischief, chalayamani, in your physical organs can you then become completely civilized. When you have such a state, you can receive the sovereignty of the world. It is remembered, those who ascend taste the sweetness of heaven. That is, they can become the kings of kings. Charitukir Vaikunth. That is, they can become Raja Unke Raja. Otherwise, they become subjects Praja. Now check, what is my attitude like? Do I make any mistakes? Any rules? Om Shanti, you have to sit here in soul consciousness. Father explains to you, children, consider yourselves to be souls. Baba is now asking all around us. Daddy, are you soul conscious or body conscious in the golden age? There you're automatically soul conscious. You don't need to remember this again and again. Yes, there you understand. When your body has grown old, and you therefore have to shed it and take new one. Just the example of a snake, so a soul sheds his old body and takes a new one. God explains with examples. Pass knowledge to all human beings and make them as knowledgeable as yourselves, through which you can become viceless deities in the land of angels, Paristan. The highest studies to change from human beings into deities. It is remembered, it didn't take God long to change human beings into deities. मनुष्य को देवता के karatle latgidar. Who did that? The deities didn't do that. Only God changes human beings into deities. Human beings don't know these things. People everywhere ask you, what is your aim and objective? Why you don't have a small leaflet printed to explain your aim and objective, so that you can give it to anyone who asks you? They will be able to understand through that. Baba has explained very well. At this time, it is the Iron Age, the impure world, in which there is great, limitless sorrow. Mahan Aparam Duk. Baba is now doing the serving of taking us human beings to the great, pure golden age land of happiness that is. He's showing us the way. It isn't that we are given undivided, that is, without duality, knowledge. Those people consider the knowledge in the scriptures to be undivided knowledge. In fact, that is not undivided knowledge. Even to write undivided knowledge is wrong. You have to explain this clearly to human beings. Have such leaflets printed that people can quickly understand that your aim is. We remove iron aged, impure, corrupt human beings from limitless sorrow, Kali Yugi, Brastachari Manusya, from Aparduk, and take them to the golden age, pure elevated world of limitless happiness, and take them to the Satyugi, Pavitra, Sreshtachari, Apar ki dunya. Baba gives you children this essay to write. You have to write this very clearly. Everywhere you should have leaflets with such articles so that you can quickly bring them out and give them to people and they can realize that they are in the land of sorrow and lying in the dirt. Human beings cannot understand that they are human beings of the Iron Age, impure land of the sorrow, and that we are the ones who take them into a limitless happiness. So you should have a good leaflet made just like Baba had one printed. Are you Golden Age or Iron Age? However, people don't understand anything. They consider jewels to be stones and throw them away. These are the jewels of knowledge, whereas those people think that there are jewels in the scriptures. You can clearly explain so that they can realize that there is limitless sorrow here. There should be a list of the types of sorrow, and there should be at least 101 types in that list. Right. In this world, there is limitless sorrow. Write all of this and make a list. On the other side, write about the limitless happiness, where there is no trace of sorrow. We are establishing that kingdom that is that land of happiness. People will then very quickly close their mouths. People don't understand that there is the land of sorrow at this time. They consider this to be heaven. They build huge palaces and new temples, etc. They don't know that all of this is to end. They receive a lot of money through bribery. The father has explained that all of that is the arrogance of Maya and the arrogance of science. Motors and airplanes are all the show of Maya. It is allowed that it is a qaida that when the Father establishes heaven, Maya too shows her own splendor. This is called the pomp of Maya. You children are now establishing peace throughout the whole world. If Maya comes and interferes, the conscience of you children bite you, the Father explains that when someone becomes trapped in another's name and form, this is being criminalized. In the Iron Age, there is criminalization, whereas in the Golden Age, there is civilization. Everyone bows down their heads in front of those deity idols. We're viceless and we are vicious. Apnirvikari, hamrivikari. This is why the Father says, each of you should check your own stage. All the senior Maharatis should look at themselves. My intellect is not being pulled to anyone's name and form, is it? So and so is very good. I want to do this. Do you have this feeling inside? Heaven knows that. At this time, it is difficult for there not to be the slightest mischief. Jarai Pichalamani. There are scarcely any like that. There has definitely deceived them even a little. The drama will not allow anyone to become civilized very quickly. You have to make a lot of effort and check yourself. Do my eyes deceive me? It is a very high destination to become a master of the world. Those who claim taste the sweetness of heaven, that is, they become the kings of kings. Yes, it be said that these are vicious times, Vikari Jamana. No matter how great a person is, even for instance the queen, she would be internally afraid that perhaps someone will dethrone her. There is peacelessness in every human being. Even some children spread so much peacelessness. You are establishing peace. And so, first of all, you have to remain peaceful yourself, and you can then fill others with that power. There, the kingdom itself is very peaceful. Your eyes become civil. The Father say, check yourself. What was the attitude of myself, the soul, like today? This requires a lot of effort. You have to look after yourself sometimes. You don't tell the truth to the unlimited Father, and you continue to make mistakes at every step. Kadam Kadam Bargu. If you look at someone with that criminal vision, even slightly, or you make a mistake instantly, know that they're completely free from making mistakes. You must be making at least 10 to 20 mistakes every day. However, no one tells the truth. Those who are body conscious will definitely commit one sin or another. Their consciences will continue to bite them. Some don't even understand what a mistake is. Do animals understand this before receiving knowledge? You do have monkey intellects, bandar buddhi. Some change by 50%, some very deceitful. The eyes are the sharpest. The Father says, "You souls came down bodiless. You didn't have bodies, do you know at this time? What are the bodies you will take, or what relationships you will enter? You cannot tell. You remain in complete silence in a womb. The soul becomes completely silent. Only when the body grows do you come to know what you have to become. You simply shed that old body and return home, and then, when you take another body, you will play your part in the golden age. It is now the time to become completely silent. It is now the samai to become soon. Its soul carries those scars with him, and they linger in the blood and the consciousness of your body. Nothing should be remembered. You have to observe many precautions. Whatever is inside, that will be merged outside. Shiv Baba has knowledge in him. I do have a part. It is of me that you say, "Ocean of knowledge." People sing this praise, but they don't know the meaning of it. You now understand the meaning of this. However, the intellect of souls become not worth a penny. Beings have millions and multi-millions. Karod Padam. That is the pump of Maya. Whatever useful things of science you have now, you will have them there too. Those who have invented them will exist there too. They will not fail. Only changes the world so much from what it was. There are those who invent those things and then spread them. At first, it was only one person who made the bombs. You would have understood that your world would be destroyed. They will study and become clever. Once they have received the introduction, they will come to heaven and become mates and servants. There everything is such that it gives happiness. Whatever exists in the land of happiness will exist there again. There is no question of any disease or sorrow. There is limitless happiness we are now establishing. Only the one Father is the remover of sorrow, dukkharta, and the bestower of happiness, sukharta. You mustn't simply be a pandit. There is the story of a pandit who said that you can go across by taking the name of Rama. Ram nam ke nisse, parke honi kainje. That story applies to this time. You go from the ocean of poison, Nishai Sagar, to the ocean of milk, to Shiv Sagar. The stage of your children has to be very good here. If there isn't any power at work, and your eyes are criminal, the arrow will not strike the target. The eyes have to be civil. If you give someone knowledge, while still remembrance of the Father, the arrow will strike the target. Has to have the power of yoga. Through knowledge you earn wealth. You have the power of remembrance. Many children don't have any remembrance at all, they don't even know anything. The father says, "You have to explain to people that this is the land of sorrow and that the golden age is the land of happiness. There is no mention of happiness in the Iron Age. Even if there is, it is like the droppings of a crow." Understand the meaning of that. They continue to beat their heads for liberation. No one knows about liberation in life, so how could they give knowledge? They come in the Rajo Pradhan period, so how could they? Teach rights, yoga. Your happiness is like the droppings of a crop. They don't even know what happened. Raja Yoga. You children know that this is the drama that is taking place. They write defamatory things about you in the newspapers. But that has to happen. There are all types of assault of innocent ones. Sit in the world. There isn't any happiness here now. No matter how well the someone is, if he falls ill or goes blind, there is sorrow experienced. Write down everything in the list of types of sorrow. All of these things exist at the end of the Iron Age. Ravan's kingdom. Ravanrajya. There isn't a single thing that causes sorrow in the Golden Age. The Golden Age exists in the past. At the Confluence Age, you now know which births you take in 5,000 years and how you come into sorrow from happiness. Those who have all the knowledge in their intellects and who have imbibed it can understand this. The Father is feeling the aprons, the jollies of you children. It is remembered wealth does not diminish by donating it to others. It is as though he doesn't have any. In that case, he will not receive any wealth. There is the account if you don't give anything from all of these are imperishable jewels of knowledge. It is number wise for everything. This is your spiritual army. Some souls will go and claim a high status, whereas others will attain the status of subjects, just as they did in the previous cycle at Shams. To the sweetest beloved, lost and now found, spiritual children number wise, according to your efforts, love, remembrance, and good morning. From deep within the heart, Dil Vajan Sikva Prem, from Mata Pita Baptata. The spiritual Pita says Namaste to the spiritual children. Essence for Dharana. The first point. In order to look after yourself, check at every step. A. What was the attitude? Were my eyes severe? C. What sins did I commit under the influence of body consciousness? Second, inculcate them into your intellect and then donate it. Definitely feel the sword of knowledge, Gyan Kalwar, with the power of remembrance, with Yad Ka Johat. Blessing the Vardhan is may you become a hero actor by knowing the importance of the confluence age and pay actor. Hero Bhartari by knowing the importance of the confluence age, by knowing the Mahatma of the Sangam Yuga and paying special attention at every moment. Vishesh attention, Harshamaya. The explanation is while performing every act, always have this blessing in your awareness. I'm a hero actor. Your every act will then be special, and every second, every moment, and every thought will be elevated. You cannot say that just those 5 minutes were ordinary. Even 5 minutes of the confluence age are very important. 5 minutes are greater than 5 years, and so pay attention to the time in order to receive the fortune of the kingdom for all time. Rajya Bhagya. Let there also be attention paid all the time. This slogan is for those who have the power of determination in their thoughts, every task is possible. Har Karya Samtal Om Shakti Om Shakti.